just play a piece of music and in the first 3 seconds you say this is good, but then a detail comes up. This song was made by artificial intelligence, not a human.
So the question is, how does our brain not notice this? Even more strangely, why are artificial intelligence songs so popular?
Let's start here. Which part of our brain does music appeal to? Music doesn't just go to one place in our brain after entering through our ear. It activates at least 4 regions simultaneously. The auditory area deciphers sounds. The emotional center makes you feel, is this mine? Memory areas ask, have I experienced this before? The reward system says I should listen again. In other words, music is one of the stimuli that activates the most areas in the brain simultaneously. That's why music is perceived more with feeling than logic. If it's true, you can't explain it. If it's false, you feel like nothing happened. And this is exactly where artificial intelligence plays in music. So, did our ancestors listen to music? The first humans did not discover music for entertainment. Music was for keeping rhythm before the hunt. It was to suppress fear. It was to synchronize the tribe, because rhythm guaranteed moving together. For a group to make sounds in the same rhythm meant we are here and we are together. That's why our brain still associates music with trust, belonging, and familiarity. So, music evolutionarily carries a signal of safety. And now we come to the main issue. How does artificial intelligence do music so well? Artificial intelligence does not feel emotions but knows the statistics of emotion. It analyzes thousands, millions of songs where people stopped, where they replayed, at which second their heart rates increased, and then it does this. The human brain likes this at this second. So, artificial intelligence does not make music. It redraws the brain's pleasure map. That's why artificial intelligence makes songs feel good very quickly. But sometimes you can't explain why you like it. So why are covers of old songs so loved? Because here the brain's weakest point comes into play. Memory plus emotion overlap. An old song carries a memory, evokes an era. There is a quick path in the brain for this. Artificial intelligence doesn't open that path from scratch. It smooths the existing path. The brain feels, I already like this, but it seems cleaner. That's why covers catch on faster. But you can get bored very quickly. To make music with artificial intelligence, you definitely need this. To a human brain with a musical ear. Because artificial intelligence does not know what is excessive. It cannot calculate what carries a soul. It can never understand where it should remain silent. The human brain feels emotion. Artificial intelligence only imitates. So, artificial intelligence produces music, the human brain gives meaning to music. Now, let's get to the really dangerous part. Does the brain get harmed by music? Yes, unfortunately it does. If the brain constantly listens to very fast, very perfect, always rewarding music, the reward threshold increases. Result? Normal music seems boring, silence is unsettling, emotions are triggered more slowly. This is like constantly eating junk food and losing the taste for real food. However, there are types of music that protect our brain. These are not wow every second. They leave space, sometimes repetitive, sometimes even boring, because the brain wants not only to be stimulated but also to rest. Listening to instrumental, slow-paced, familiar yet calm music occasionally resets the brain's reward system. And perhaps the real question is, do we love artificial intelligence music or the fact that our brain is easily deceived?